The key to elite level face control is we obviously have to assume that strike is going to be good, right? If we don't have the correct strike, then we're not going to be able to control the start line. Now, the reason I love a drill like this, and I use this so often, especially when I'm practicing, is it really gives me an idea of exactly where the ball is starting. So then I can work out the path and the face relationship that creates the shot. So we can see on the screen here, that ball started a tiny bit to the right, so just to the right of my target. And the path must have been slightly further to the right because we can see the ball curved from right to left back to the target. Now, one of the most underrated skills in golf is to be able to get the ball to start on our intended line and control the curvature from there. Too many people are focused on positions and not the link that that then creates to the shot. So what I mean by that is it's really important that if I'm standing here and I'm taking my setup and I'm using my mirror in front of me here, I can check all my basics. So I can check my shape. I can create my feels in my practice swing. But the important part is that as I come back down into impact and I'm rehearsing impact, I am creating a link between where the club is, where it wants to be at impact, and what shot shape I want that to create. Now, when I'm playing, I tend to hit that shot shape a lot. But when it gets too much, it's really important for me to get the feeling of how much I need to change my swing to create the shot, right? And that's the important part, is to create that link between where the club is and where I think it is. So if I wanted to hit a shot here now that maybe didn't curve quite so much, I can turn my alignment a little bit to the left because I know I get a little bit shut off sometimes. I can really exaggerate the feeling of the opening up here, getting it here, and then working it this way. And then I can hit a shot that doesn't curve so much. So I haven't really changed the face, I've just changed the path. And therefore my control of start line remained the same, but I changed the flight. So this is a really good drill for awareness of what's actually going on with the club if you don't have access to a launch monitor. But it's also a really good trust exercise. Now, you don't have to use stalls out in front of you if you're worried about hitting them. A couple of alignment sticks placed into the ground, no problem at all. You can even lay the couple of clubs down on the ground just in front of you and try and be aware and build yourself up to the point where you trust yourself hitting through a gap like this. It's taken me years of practice to be able to stand here and not be worried about hitting those chairs, because I know it's probably a tolerance of 4 or 5 degrees. If I wanted to make it harder, I can make that gap smaller. And if I wanted to work on starting the ball, let's say a little further to the left, I can move these stools, position myself, and now really important, I'd come behind. So I'm trying to create a link between where I'm aiming so that when I look at the target, it feels like I'm aiming in that position. And I can work up, work my feels, like I said, and this way, the ball now starts just a little further left, and you see a little bit less curvature. Right now, if I wanted to really develop those feelings, I could take the gate away and really try and exaggerate it and just slowly bring it back in. So next time you're practicing, don't eliminate the link between the shot that you've created or that you're trying to create. So any of the drills that you've been given, right? Maybe you're trying to get rid of casting, maybe you're trying to get rid of early extension. I don't care what it is. The important thing is that we must challenge that intent of the shot that we're trying to hit. So when I'm standing here, it must feel like I can get the ball through that gate with the feeling that I'm creating. Therefore, when I stand on the golf course and I approach the ball and I'm looking at the target, I don't feel like I haven't hit this shot before. It's very easy for amateurs to not be able to take their range swing onto the golf course. This, I think, is a fantastic drill to help you achieve that.